I don't think RA is going to be ready. He's close, but he's not quite ready. The other two, we're still hoping. Yeah.
At the beginning of the win streak, especially after the Denver series, you said this should be the standard. It shouldn't be a one-off thing. How have you seen your guys take ownership in that statement?
Well, I mean, we're what are we 8-1 on our last 9, right? And the one was one that stings because of the nature of how we lost and not closing out a game in the last 30 seconds. So I think they've done really well, and again, it's been a kind of a different lineup and patchwork. One guy's in, one guy's out, and they've done a great job just adapting and buying into what they need to do, and we still feel really good about our team.
How do you approach your goal team?
Cav was really good, in that game. I think that the one goal he probably would want back was the OT goal. He just kind of bit on it, but he was tremendous. I think that the biggest reason we were in the game was because of him. And then Gibby obviously was dynamite. So does it mean I'm going to split this weekend? No, it doesn't mean that. I think we'll go with Gibby Friday because it just feels right, and he's been so good. And then we'll approach Saturday as it comes.
How do you approach a team that is currently riding on a slump on 6 last year?
They're really good. Everybody goes through those moments, and unfortunately, it just happens. But Brett's a great coach, and they're going to be hungry to get out of their slump that they're in, and obviously, they're going to have to be really good. They're a very, very good hockey team.
Artie's got 8 goals in 10 conference games so far this year. What have you seen from him that's kind of made him take off?
Yeah, he's opportunistic. I think he's always in the right place at the right time, and that's just having good habits and being a really smart player. And that's what he is. He's experienced, and he's a huge difference maker for us. I mean, we played the first 6 without him. You guys saw the results, and since he's been back, we've had pretty good results. So he's a huge driver for us.
Coach, you're loyal. Isaac Josh is one of the best in the country. I'm not sure how much tape we've seen of him, but what do you think he does that makes him so successful?
He's tremendous, and that's been, I think, some of their issue is he's been out for a while. I think he's out for a good while to go still. So we hope he gets healthy. We see kids get hurt, but he's a big part of the team. He's a hell of a goalie.
What did you think Cruz find back?
He was awesome. I mean, think about he was really good Friday because he was fresher, and then short turnaround. He's not in game shape yet. Saturday, he did a little bit less, but he was still really effective. He just makes plays. He's a kid who just knows how to play hockey. He's the kind of kid you just have to let play. You just gotta live with maybe some mistakes here and there, but when he has the puck, good things happen.
What do you think about St. Cloud's PK, the top 6 right now? How does your power play have to go against them?
Yeah, I mean, their PK is really good. I think, obviously your best killer always has to be your goalie. And when that kid was healthy, he was maybe the best killer in the country. They got a good thing going with it. They're confident on it. And, our power play popped 3 big ones for us last weekend, so it was a good way to get that going. They're going to need some goals on the power play this weekend to have success.
Coach, you guys no longer have an off weekend this season. How do you guys run this team defense?
Short, hard practices, and just managing, making sure they're managing how they live away from here. Sleep, hydration, everything. That's the only thing we can do.
How much that's allowed face-off wise? They're also top 5.
Yeah, it's a challenge that we've made to our players. We have to be better on face-offs. We have to be. They know what to do, and it's not just our centers. It's our wingers helping out in pockets and winning face-offs as a 5-man unit and doing everything we need to do. It's a huge area of improvement for us, especially the big, crucial face-offs, whether we're down 5 on 6, whether it's on a power play, whether it's shorthanded. All those situations, we're not getting it done.
Potter's finally an adult. It heads into the final stretch of the season, his first season.
So to speak.
Yeah. What's that next step you want to see him take heading down the stretch?
I think he's trending in an unbelievable direction. I think he's just continuing to get better in really every facet of his game, and he's great defensively for us. If you watch how he plays in the defensive zone, how hungry he is to kill plays and use his compete and his skating to help us with our defensive side when we don't have the puck. He's been really good, and he'll continue to get better. But he's so committed to his craft and getting better at everything that he does. He's out early all the time. He stays late. He'll just continue to get better and better.
And building off that, NHL Central Scouting had him as the 22nd ranked North American skater for this upcoming draft. How have you seen him handle?
Was that today it came
Today,
out?
yeah. How have you seen him handle kind of sort of the expectations or pressure that could put on a kid?
I don't think it even comes into his mind. Like he just wants to play hockey and help our team win. Like that's the honest truth. Like that'll take care of itself, and it seems like it already has. And he started with us as a B-rated kid, and now he's A-rated and climbing the boards. And teams watch him every weekend. He knows it. He has interviews with NHL teams every weekend, so he understands the pressures that come with being a highly regarded potential draft pick, and he handles it really well.
You guys have a losing record in 3-on-3 overtime. Obviously, you came really close on Saturday for all those attempts, but what needs to change to improve that record in overtime?
Well, I mean, if you look at 1-3 and 3-on-3, and those 3 losses all came with us letting in goals in the last minute of the game in regulation. So not closing out games is the main focus. Where closing out games is the main focus when we have leads. But last year we were unbelievable in 3-on-3. This year, you go to Air Force, that first game, Silly had a breakaway. We didn't put it in to go back the other way and obviously score. The other one, obviously North Dakota, we have a point-blank chance. Silly makes a great play. Potsy puts it back in the goalie. Grade A that he probably puts away 98 times out of 100. And then they go back the other way and score. And then the other one was CC. CC in overtime, Ty Jackson hits the inside of a post, and then they go back the other way and they score. So a lot of it's puck luck. A lot of it is just finding ways to vary our chances. We've gotten the better the chances, really, I think, in every overtime, except for Michigan, the game we tied. Gibby held us in it. I don't think we touched the puck in that overtime. But so in my opinion, that was really the only overtime that we were really bad in, was Michigan. The other 4, I have no issues. We just got to finish chances.
How big of a role do you think, obviously Saturday was a pretty big role, but those face-offs and not being able to complete those face-offs has had on your ability to close out games?
Well, the Air Force game, we gave up the goal in the last 30 seconds. Was nothing to do with face-off. We actually won an offensive face-off, offensive zone draw, and turned it over, and then we went back for a retrieval and Fan on a breakout pass. That's how they scored that one. Where else? This one, we obviously lost the draw, but it's not necessarily losing the draw straight up. It's the intensity that we need out of guys when we lose the draw. It's got to be like a penalty kill. It's got to be pressure, not letting them set up, not waiting for the game to end, but going out at the end of the game trying to end the game. Right? We want guys, our 5 guys on the ice, ending the game, not waiting for the clock to hit 0. So it's really a mindset thing, and I don't think it's just a face-off thing. We want big wins in the big moments, but even when you don't get them, you can't let other teams set up and just play goalie. You have 5 guys playing goalie and hope that they don't score. You got to want to end the game. It's a mindset thing.
Coach, after Friday, you said Anthony Dowd's playing his best hockey so far. What have you seen from him, and what has made you say?
He has been great the last 2 months, and then Saturday I jinxed him, and he didn't have a good game. And I'll take accountability for that. But Dowder's been tremendous. Like it's his maturity has really elevated, and since he's got here, in every aspect on the ice, off the ice, and he's just going to continue to grow. And guys are going to have off nights. He's such a talented kid that even on his off nights, he still makes a positive